Should we go?
And we are live.
Hello. It's
Today.
another. Oh my God! It's today. Yes, today is where it was created. Welcome our friend and our part of our team, Asad.
Thank you. I'm not used to being on a podcast, by the way, at all.
I've seen you in so many podcasts.
No. Sorry, I should rephrase. I'm not used to being on the other end.
The guest.
I enjoy asking questions more.
You can ask us also questions.
I know, which I will.
Yeah.
Which I will, because I always feel like I'm more curious than the other person. I'm just naturally more curious.
Welcome to the other side.
Yeah. So, I would welcome the opportunity to ask questions. So, what the fuck is happening?
What the fuck is happening, bro? How are you?
What is happening?
Yes, we are here with you.
How am I? I've started taking singing lessons at the young age of 45.
Wow.
Amazing, bro.
Yes.
It's
Never too late.
Age is a number.
It's in one of those, those places where they teach children like little piano things. But that girl,
That's the basic.
She's really good, of course, and she's teaching me how to breathe. And I've been breathing wrong all my life.
Wow.
And let's see, because when you breathe, you're supposed to, when you inhale, your stomach should blow out. And when you exhale, the stomach should go in. But I've been doing it the other way around all my life.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
but my stomach goes in when
So we've been breathing wrong all our lives.
This is the same thing I was taught in yoga. I started yoga last month.
Yeah.
And you gotta take some air in, and then you gotta
So that's one thing.
So that's how
she does that as well.
Yeah.
Every morning I hear,
Yeah.
right? So, but for this to breathe with your diaphragm, you have to, when you breathe in, and when we're breathing in, we used to breathe in from chest. This is about the stomach. So you breathe in and blow it out, and then.
Wow, I did not know
So
that.
are you practicing it?
I'm trying to practice it as much as I can.
Are you taking time out to do it, or are you doing
Not
it
yet,
while you're?
not yet. Like when I'm driving.
Yeah. Okay, by yourself.
So the other night, that thing, the party we went to, so on the way back, I was in a bit of a state, but I had to go pick her up from Silicon Oasis.
Okay.
From Shakespeare Road, Fairmont, just Silicon Oasis. And I just put my Guns N' Roses on, and that's
rolling.
That's when I did the whole breathing thing, and I'm singing at the top of my voice.
Wow,
that's crazy. Felt like I was 24 again.
Fuck.
I mean, I've been breathing wrong my whole life. I don't know
Yes,
how
sir.
I'll change
All
this.
of us.
Another
how long
ego
you
death
think?
for Raunak. He's had a few.
My life has been a lie.
Yeah,
It's just been a lie. Kya kare?
There's so many things that we do wrong, bro. And in yoga
Let's
itself,
not get into the morals and ethics.
No, I'm talking about something like breathing. There's no morals and ethics here, right? You're just but the opposite way of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So singing, and why I did that, because I just I record myself and put it up because I have no shame. I just sing and put it out on my Instagram for my ultra rich real estate audience to see, and they watch it, and I don't give a shit. The reason I do that is because people say that social media makes us fake, and I say, well, I don't say, a very intelligent person says that social media doesn't make us fake, it exposes us.
Okay, so
Whoa.
It exposes us.
Interesting.
It
Interesting
exposes
point of
who we
view.
really are. And I believe that. So I'm fine being exposed as someone who thinks they can sing. And
But that's what you want to put out, right? That's what you want to do. Right. It's not like you've seen someone do it and then you want to
God,
probably
no.
do the same thing.
I-
This is
I-
original creation of
so
your
when
own.
last week you guys were talking about Jordans, I
Yeah.
have 6 pairs of Jordans.
Wow.
3 of them are 12s.
wow, Jordan 12.
12s. So why did I get them? Because in 96, 95, 97, watching Michael, I used to dream about those shoes when I was, 17, 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to those shoes are like a thing for me. It's not about
It's a craze since that time, right?
Yeah.
It's a memory
so when they became
for you.
so when they became you can just buy them now. So I was like, of course.
You watch a lot of sports, is it?
I watch football now.
You watch football now, right? Who do you support? Arsenal. No, you think they're gonna win the Prem this?
I think they're in a very good chance.
Can I tell you who I support?
Oh, I know
I
this.
know you support
Manchester City.
Manchester City.
City, huh?
When
But
City,
that's when.
wait. When City got money, that's when Raaghav's like, yes,
Bro,
I
how
support.
can I help it if that's the exact
so here's the
time
thing.
that I started watching football is when they got
City
the money.
got money.
Here's the
And I
thing.
saw Tevez like join from
I
United.
saw you
Yeah,
in a Miami t-shirt, Miami jersey, Inter Miami jersey,
yeah,
in a Messi jersey.
yeah.
I don't.
And to be honest, I'm wearing a Messi today as well.
Right.
It's got a Messi on the back. Messi 10.
I don't get this. I can't watch any मैं सिटी यूनाइटेड का मैच नहीं देखता हूँ बैठ के या मैं क्लासिको नहीं I don't watch it because who gives a shit.
Oh,
It's
My
the
team
quality
is-
of football on
Come
display. Come on. If you
Come
like, so the thing is that you either like football
No, but I'm not.
or you like watching your team
There's
play
nothing
football.
at stake for me. I can't watch football as a neutral.
But it's entertainment at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
But even to be honest, I used to watch a lot of football as well. We used to play a lot of FIFA. I used to watch a
Yeah.
lot of
I
football.
play a
and
lot of FIFA. I used to play a lot of FIFA.
I used
I
to,
sense something there. Why did it stop?
So she-
I'm
since
catching
she
something
came,
here.
So since she came into my life,
Yes.
FIFA has because the thing is,
So she's taken FIFA's place?
no, she's
Plus, plus.
don't say
Is that an exchange you took?
that's
Let's switch back to
That's a-
where the
that's
fuck
a-
were we?
that's a get punched in the face later.
Yeah,
way
I think
of
I
putting
might
it.
get one too through the camera.
See,
It's a good thing actually because FIFA used to be like a Friday night start at 11 and end at 5 in the morning on
Yeah.
a Saturday.
So
That's what FIFA used.
did you play online or
Many,
were you
like
playing?
four
with
guys,
friends?
four of us, and we've been
Fuck.
playing for years
Nice.
and years and years. And years.
Same. I used to.
Sweet.
Four
Even we
guys.
used to play a lot of FIFA.
We used to
and
play like together. I used to play online,
Huh.
like
Which I didn't
Ultimate
get-
Team,
Yeah, I
pro
didn't
clubs
get
with
into
my
that, yeah.
friends. Like it was too much fun. But then eventually, I did not get the PS5.
Yeah.
I chose not to get it. Is the reason why I stopped playing FIFA. And it's vacated like tons of time
right?
for me to do whatever. Like instead of FIFA, I'm now here doing a podcast.
Of course. Like me too. In the last 4-5 years, doing that weekend thing till 5 in the morning was not a good idea because then Saturday is screwed,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
So it was.
But
not-
then it's fun as well. At us time pay, like it's fun. So that hence you're like doing it. It's fine.
While playing, it's fun. It's like I don't watch Bollywood movies, but I play FIFA. Meaningless
Yeah,
entertainment.
it's just entertainment, right? You're not choosing this, but this is good. Like
yeah,
for me.
yeah,
We also used to play like all night.
yeah.
We used to play tournaments and all in Harsh's
Yeah.
place. So a friend of ours, we used to all walk down to his place,
Yeah.
play like the whole night. I don't know why I stopped. Like, I don't even know when exactly I stopped playing FIFA. I stopped even watching football. So I used to support Chelsea. I was like the biggest supporter of Chelsea, and I think
If
after
you
they
were
won
still
the-
watching, you'd stop watching now.
yeah,
Oh,
I think
it's
after
a
when
bad
they
scene,
won
bro.
the UCL,
Yeah.
um,
The one where Drogba scored the header and they went to penalties.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I remember we were watching it
against Bayern Munich.
against Bayern.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
watching it at Raunak's house, and his corridor was so fucking big
Yeah.
that we could run like
His
100
space.
meter. Yeah, we could
Yeah.
run 100-meter and come back.
You guys were
It's
talking
so
about it last
fucking
time.
big. And I don't know why I ran with him because I got so caught up in the moment. Like, fuck yeah, Chelsea won, and I'm out here like
because
City's getting knocked out in the round of 16 at that time. Like,
Yeah.
even after having all that money, guys, City was getting knocked out.
yeah, but they're champions now, bro.
now it's good.
Alright,
Now
so here's this thing. Let me ask you guys a few questions. Here's the thing. During COVID, I sat down and I was dreaming about a situation like this where I'd have my own place, maybe my own studio or whatever. I have my
Yeah.
own show,
Yeah.
right? So I wrote down
Holy fuck.
237
questions.
questions.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because COVID.
This is what people look for online, bro. Put it up and then just like
No,
can
but
make so much money out
so
of it.
here's the thing. These are what I call curiosity questions.
Okay.
So online or ChatGPT, they can't think like me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
curious about things.
You're your own.
But the trick was that I asked the question to the guest. I will not repeat my question.
Okay.
I will not indulge in the answer. There's no right or wrong answer. You could say that, oh, that's a stupid question. That's your answer. I move on to the next one. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, go for
It's
it.
an opportunity for you.
I want to
Okay.
answer
You know?
some questions.
Yeah.
Um, Are faith and religion the same thing?
Faith and religion, the same thing.
Not to me.
Not to me either. I don't think faith and religion are the same thing.
Are we indulging
Are
in
we
the
indulging?
I'm waiting for if
I'm
you're
not.
going to indulge.
I'm not.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting question.
I also have a few questions though.
What's one thing that you can teach almost anyone?
Wow. One thing I can teach almost. I can teach them.
What can you teach them, bro?
I can teach.
Dun, dun, dun.
What can you teach?
You don't have much time, bro.
I don't know what I can
Phone a
teach.
friend. You want to call a friend or something and ask
What
this
can I
question?
teach? I think I'll be.
I think I can teach anyone how to speak.
You can teach anyone how to
Yeah.
speak.
Someone who can, like, who has a voice to speak.
I think.
And, like, yeah.
I don't know actually, to be honest. I don't have an answer to that. 'cause I
Something
don't
to
know.
think about.
What's it for you?
I don't know. Actually, don't know. Actually, another thing. Since recently, I will not accept myself saying I don't know in an answer to any question. I will not accept that. I shouldn't. If somebody says, "Yeah, kya hua? You feel a bit kya hua? How are you feeling?" And you know, a lot of times you ask someone that, and they say, "I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this." You know what I mean? I cannot accept myself responding to a question that way.
All right.
You know?
But you just answered, I don't know.
I did.
So come on,
I'm
buddy.
very,
Give me the
very well
fucking
aware of that.
answer,
What can I,
Answer though, bhai.
what can I teach?
Yeah.
What's the one thing I can teach? I can teach almost everyone how to make a quick video using a teleprompter on your phone. Write something and make a quick video, say something, put it out on the internet, and let people judge you.
Okay,
but
can
that's
you
okay.
teach me that after this?
course,
I think I might need that.
I
man.
teach clients जो आते हैं, people who come to hope to work with me, I teach them that. So my thing is, I tell them you don't even need me. Start with this.
Yeah.
Because,
You know? Because-
I remember Asad, when we came here the first time, me and Mikey, you had taught us how to
Right.
actually use the teleprompter. He
Right.
taught us. 'Cause he's like,
What is a teleprompter? Ye kya hai?
Teleprompter is the thing that news people use, right? When they're looking at
the one
straight
that you
in the-
read.
Yeah, right.
read
so,
out.
so imagine now you
So
have
it's
the
on your
camera.
phone.
Yeah. You have the
Have it on our
front-facing
phone?
camera.
Yeah.
So you have the front-facing camera, and it's like you're looking at the camera, but you're actually looking at the
See,
teleprompter.
here's the app.
You see?
Okay.
So I press record, it gives me a
Speech, see, you can say-
countdown and say, are you finding no real improvement to your game? Continuously scrolling through social media, looking for golf's great secrets? Are you jumping from one quick fix to the next? So this is done, right? And suddenly I'm the most confident fucker in the world, looking
Wow.
straight into the
That's
lens and
kick-ass, bro.
talking.
Okay, I want to learn
I do that a lot. Like for my socials,
Yeah.
there are times when I give a shit about the audience and I have something that I want to say which is concise and to the point. That's when I just read. Otherwise, I just press record and
So
go.
you're not you what kind of content do you put out?
I just put out things to put it semi-philosophically, I put out things that I stand for. Just things that I think
but are you like super vocal about it?
I'm vocal about things.
Like people who have the same views as you, they probably wouldn't say.
I'm
like,
trying to find them through being visible, saying
Interesting.
those things because I don't know who
But
my
no
tribe.
one has
I don't
come
know
up
who. Nobody knows who our tribe is, right?
Yeah.
True, that's how you
so
find
the
them
only way you find your tribe is
reach.
by
with reach.
being visible. It's like all of us are trying to create some kind of change in this world, whether
True.
it's to the 7 people in our sphere of influence or anyone. Like, for example, you know who Malala is?
No
Educate
idea.
me.
Educate me. I don't know who Malala is.
So, Malala, this is Malala.
All right.
Okay.
So Malala is a village girl in Pakistan up north, and 2010, 2011, that whole area was under the harsh and deep influence of religious conservatives, the Taliban. Heard of them?
Yes.
Yes.
And she was a village girl and oppressed society, and nobody was able to loosen the stranglehold of the Taliban from that society. And she was just bright and she wanted to study, so she and they weren't allowing girls to go to school because, of course, men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she started writing, and she was vocal. Her father was an influential person in the society. He got her through to BBC Urdu,
Wow.
and she
Nice.
started writing over that. And one day these guys thought, oh, ye kaun bachi hai? Oh, go, kill her.
Whoa.
Yeah, of course, Taliban.
Escalation.com, man.
Right?
Ye kya
So
ho gaya?
one day she got shot.
Fuck.
She was going to school and she got shot. The guys
She was
came
going to
who-
school and she got shot.
Yeah,
That was,
What did she even do?
that's the
right.
thing.
Speak freely, be a girl.
That's
In a deeply conservative society.
Holy fuck.
That's
man.
what she was a girl.
That's-
So, but she survived, and military came in. They helicoptered her out of
okay.
the place, and she's now in the UK. Obviously, she went through a treatment. She's fine, but
So
she's not
she-
just fine. She's a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Sick.
Wow.
After all of that, because not just because hey, she's a girl got shot. You watch her, and you can tell that this is a very, very intelligent person. Very thoughtful, very, has a purpose in life.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I think that you are very thoughtful.
Yeah. And I feel like
And you're very intelligent, or
To
at
be
least you
honest.
put it across that way.
to be honest.
Also, I'd like to know one thing. Can you introduce yourself and tell us who Asad is?
I wouldn't even know where to, like, how does one introduce, like, I'm a content creator. That's how I introduce myself in front of people now. I wasn't before, like 4.5 years ago, I was a banker with a job. So I am now a content creator. I create stuff for people and they're dumb enough to pay me money for it.
Look,
Dumb
it's yeah, I'm dumb enough. I'm not dumb enough. It's not about that. You have the skills, like, to be honest. Like,
How
the
did
way
you get into here from banking?
So it was just a switch that I made 2016, December 2015, 2016, both the parents passed away within 10 months of each other. So after that, when I came back to the job, 2 months after that, after mom passed away,
And this is all in Dubai?
no, they were in Karachi.
Okay.
So when I came back to the job, I was like, this is, it happened. Like, you go through the way I defined it then, and I think it's true. Maybe my understanding of it will change later in life. I felt a sense of freedom.
When you quit your job?
No, when they passed away.
When they passed
Oh,
away?
okay.
Is it like you?
How-
Is it like you were working for them, or like
I
you had
think
to
so.
provide
I
and
think
like?
well, I had not had to provide really, but it was, our cultures,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
guys have talked about
Of
it
course.
all the time. So I felt that it was just this sense of freedom, and to put it in another way, I felt that I can't disappoint anyone anymore.
Interesting.
Wow.
I remember thinking that. Not like in one moment, but just like
Yeah, since
during those
I have a
days,
feeling
yeah.
that since I see you as I perceive you as a thoughtful person.
Yeah.
So you would have thought a bit about it and then come to a logical conclusion.
yeah.
Ki, okay, this is what the scene is.
This is what it is. This is
Yeah.
so that was the what the fuck moment.
That was your what
Wow.
the fuck
Which
moment.
you ask, normally in these. So, I think that's what happened.
Interesting.
So when that happened with my ex-wife also, she encouraged me, okay, do it, do whatever you want
need
to
the
do, because I
support,
just
like,
couldn't. I just couldn't.
When
like
you're
that.
at the edge,
Huh.
you need that someone to push you if you
Sure.
can't do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you got to grow the pair.
Yeah,
like-
because I swear, like recently I've figured out, I just feel like that pre-parents part of life, it was just all about. It was just not
Not
me.
you.
Just not. It's all of those years, 38
Wow, dude.
years,
So 38
Wow.
years ke baad is when you found
is when I found
Yourself.
in a way, yeah, without going to India.
Wow.
Wow.
I went to India for that.
I didn't
Yahan
have
pe
to go to
bhi,
India to
like,
find myself.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening moments are happening in Dubai also, guys.
Yeah.
This is one.
No, but that may well be true. So the way I think about it It may well, that might just actually be the case.
So what's the difference between Asad 1 to 38 and 38 to now? What are the changes?
Everything was about playing it safe, maybe not taking risks or responsibility even. Wanting to
but
do,
didn't
wanting
you already
to
have responsibility?
I did. See, I'm not saying it was such a black and white situation. Of course, I was living my life. ठीक है, it's fun. Everything's great. But perhaps being someone who like this. So when I came to Dubai 2005, it was just whatever the friends are doing, I'll just find a job and there and just ठीक है, हाँ नहीं.
Yeah.
I remember. Until 2010, 2012, even that time, I just remember I know this whole banking and mortgages sales and personal loan sales that I did.
Yeah.
That wasn't my thing. I remember, I was just saying to her the other day that the first night I came, they took me, my friends were here already. All of them were in call center in ABN AMRO. They took me to York.
York International.
Right? अब मैं आया हूँ डबलिन से 3 years college in Ireland.
We'll come there.
So ये नहीं मैं कह रहा कि मैं डबलिन से आया हूँ, but मैं एक
Yeah.
so,
That's
so
the
I'm
background,
there
right?
and I'm there with these guys वो picture मंगवा रहे हैं और Filipino band और ये I'm like what the fuck is happening
What
bro?
the fuck is happening, bro? It was like a...
I remember not liking it, but ये वो वाला असद है who would say कि नहीं ठीक है
दोस्त लोग के साथ हो, so I want to like chill around with my friends.
You don't want to upset this, they're your friends यार, बचपन के दोस्त हैं, don't
like
change that, you're the idiot if you
if you're the odd one out and you want to do something like, even if there's a group plan and if you want to do something which would please you, and if you go and do that, you're upsetting a certain number of people who are involved in the whole group plan. How do you get across that? Like, how do you go around it?
Clearly I didn't know, but I think you have to communicate, you have to talk. If in your friends group, if it's something serious and you think it has to change, you have to put that across. आराम से बिठा के 1 दफ़ा 2 दफ़ा 7 दफ़ा 10 दफ़ा, and if it's not changing, get out. You've got to get out.
Are you still friends with the people you came in?
So I'm not.
2005. Yeah.
You're not friends.
These were my बचपन के दोस्त, school के दोस्त.
Pre-Asad. Pre-Asad and
But I had to let them go, and they don't know why, because it's not like we had a conversation.
Yeah. You
But
just like stop going.
I decided I'd stop talking, and of course we have the common friends. यार क्या हो गया यार? Why aren't you talking to him? He's asking me. Like, I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you why I'm not talking. For
like
2 reasons. He's not here to defend himself. A. B. It's none of your business.
#thoughtful Asad.
Thoughtful Asad.
Wow.
तो I think ये करना पड़ता है. ये वो नहीं है कि भाई freedom या कोई, I'm not rah about individuality or anything.
No, but that's separate from just being closer to yourself, right?
I suppose.
Individuality is something else. That's when you stand up for yourself every fucking time.
Which I think most people will say कि हाँ 8 out of 10 times we didn't. Agree?
Yep, I agree on that.
Right.
So because see, the thing is, Raaghav and I also we still have a group of friends which we hang out with.
Yeah.
But we had a bigger group, you could say, and some of us, I mean, they would talk shit about us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's so many times it has happened, like where face to face they're like different people, and like behind your back they're just like someone else. Like. It has happened with 2 or 3 of our friends.
But you know who they are. Because you spend so much time with them. It's not like you're surprised. You just put up with it. Because your bachpan ke dost kind of become family. Like your uncles. Yeah, idiot uncle. Like some Turkey uncle. Some uncle. But they're what can you do,
No, the thing is, when I got to know something, like one of my friends, because actually I have one of our friends, we don't talk to him at all now. But what had happened was he was very nice to us face to face.
Yeah.
And behind our backs, he would say something else. And when I found out, everybody was like, yeah. I mean, hota hai. For me, it was honestly very surprising.
Raunak took the offense of the
Imagine some girls watching this podcast, they're like, guys talk like this?
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was
guys do.
Yeah, guys do. So that's the thing. I was like, I was super, not only was I offended, because I think in our group, I'm the one who gets super offended at like things. Like I take things.
He gets triggered. It's very easy to trigger him.
Why do you think right now in this moment
that I'm like that?
That you're like that. And I would like you to not start your response with, to be honest. I expect you to be honest.
I am honest. So the thing is...
Wow.
You see the way like people say, to be very honest.
That's so crazy, bro.
Like, why? That's the bare minimum. Please don't tell me that you're going to be honest. I expect you to be honest.
But I think people say that because they think that the other person is probably going to think he fenk raha hai, you know.
No,
that's why they have to say to be honest, to just prove their credibility.
To be very honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, I don't know. The thing is, I take friendship and all like friends and like this thing. I take it super serious. Like I wouldn't, because the thing is, because I wouldn't do it. So why would he do it? Like when it comes in terms of...
Stay with that thought. Let's get into this subject.
Yeah, because the thing...
Interesting subject.
Camera switching, guys.
So are we off now?
We are back on again.
Back on again.
I'm sorry, I'm too focused. I can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right.
One sit there.
Right. So the thing is, I am still like that. I'm trying to change, but I'm still that type of person. Is like, if I won't do it to that guy, why would he do it to me?
Are you surprised that they do it to you?
Yes.
You're surprised?
Yeah. At one, like when some things happen, like that incident which I'm talking about, where I found out like my friend was actually like talking shit about all of us, not just me, just all of us.
Yeah.
I was super surprised because the thing is, he's been our friend for a very, very long time, you know, and I wouldn't like assume, like, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't do it, so why would he do it? You know what I mean? Like, so I was like super shocked, and that's what like.
What did you honestly want to do in that situation?
I wanted to confront him and tell him like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
The thing is.
And what response were you expecting?
I don't know actually. I didn't.
It's a real question.
Yeah.
No, just go ahead.
The response I was expecting was.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I don't know what response I was expecting. Maybe I don't know. He was trying to be cool. I don't know exactly what his response was going to be. I didn't know. I just wanted to know at that time why did he say it. I didn't expect anything. Yeah. I just wanted to know like what the reason was. And
did you get the reason?
No, I didn't even end up asking him.
So you just abandoned him?
Yeah, because the thing is, I was trying, and then they all stopped talking. So I'm like, okay, I'll stop talking. You know what I mean?
He's that guy. Placebo ho gaya isko. If someone stopped talking, to ye bhi band kar dega.
You know what I mean? Look, I'll be honest. I'm follower. Okay, like
he's a follower.
I'm okay with that. You know, I'm
because
okay with being.
Leading is too much responsibility, man.
It's
especially when it involves like friend groups and stuff.
I don't like.
But so there was a time where Raunak was the leader when we had to go clubbing because he was the one with the girlfriend and girlfriend's friends.
Okay.
For the guys.
Yeah.
Just to enter.
Yeah.
So every weekend, like on a Friday night or a Saturday night, this guy will be like, bro, we are going here today. We are going Desi clubbing. We are going here. Please come. We'll go pre-drink, meet the girls, say hello. They were friends only, but the whole point was that he was the leader creating the plan.
Yeah.
And then he just left. He's like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, so...
Because I think that's because we stopped going clubbing.
Not even
you were the leader during the clubbing time, bro.
Why did we stop going clubbing?
But boring, man.
No, it did not get
got old.
No, it's... one of them is outgoing, but one of the reasons was... When we were going, there was like, let's be honest, there was like some fights going on between the two groups. So it's
your groups?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so there was like, my friend, one of my friends, Harsh,
yeah,
was...
Name drop.
Sorry, Harsh. Was involved with one of the other ones over there. And
that's why we stopped going clubbing.
Like there was so many, that's one of the issues. And then, you know, I have other friends, they were like,
yeah,
it's, I don't want to say, okay, they're mingling and all, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody like
gossiping and
and then everything stopped, everything broke up, and I was like,
Raunak lost his leadership.
And I was like,
That
I cannot do that anymore. Look, I don't take any. I like to be honest, I like following, not because, I mean, like, I've tried this.
I just stopped giving a shit, dude. Like straight up.
Yeah, I just like this.
I just do what I want to do.
Thing
when I
is,
want to do.
yeah, the thing is.
Like I don't want to go clubbing, so मैं कुछ और कर लूँगा जो मेरा मन है.
Yeah, and
What
then
I
it
feel
was.
like doing, I'm gonna
It
do
becomes
that.
hard arranging everything. You know, come here, and it's like, oh, I'm this
Now,
this.
of course.
Now everyone's got like
Now and plus
everyone's got their own
things.
things going on.
Yeah.
There's work. You're going to work, office parties. You're doing this. You're doing that. It's very difficult to assemble a group of 6, 7 and just have a good time.
Can you be in love with more than one person at the same time?
Love in what sense?
In love.
Yeah, definitely, man.
In love.
Like, let's say you're in love with Natasha. Can you fall in love with another girl? Is what he's asking.
Oh, like that.
For me, no.
Can a human being
Can
be,
a human being?
Or
can a human being? I'm not saying you.
oh, okay.
I'm not saying. Do you think people can? That's what I mean. I just broke my rule of explaining the question, but
What the fuck is happening?
No. Can you be in love with two people?
Okay, I think people can be.
I don't think people can be in love with two people.
Raunak is
Against whatever.
one
Yeah?
Yeah.
woman man.
I don't think so.
ठीक है.
How did that?
Here's one I haven't asked. Last one. Huh?
Okay, go for it.
What's something you would urge the women of society to do more of?
To do more of. Damn, dude.
I know, even I can't.
You've like put me in a
Why not?
thinker.
It's a podcast.
It is. Usually I don't think on these podcasts, you know that.
Yeah.
I just come, I speak my shit and fuck off.
Yeah.
And here I'm sitting and I'm trying to think of what
I will
women
tell
should be doing.
like 15 minutes
I
of
just
the
want to know what the fuck I'm doing.
15 minutes of
bro.
the podcast are 3 guys going.
Yeah.
No, I think.
Can you repeat the question?
Leader.
bro.
No, I
Yeah.
think
First answer.
they should. I don't know if it applies to all women, but the women I known
Huh.
should communicate more, like how
Interesting.
you said. Like
That's fucking great answer,
That's
bro.
a very
they
good answer.
should
Kudos.
communicate more
I
because.
think this should apply to everyone, bro, not just women.
But I feel
It's slightly
more because the thing is
applies on them a
because
bit
the thing
more.
is they
Okay.
they
I
I
point
think-
on an equal
huh.
level, like,
Yeah.
on a straight line level.
because more of like they expect you to do things
Yeah.
which you don't even know about. You know what I mean? Like
Acha, he means that I can fucking
Yeah,
read
he's
your
like
mind.
the,
Yeah,
the
I
confusion
can't,
that's
like-
created because of the miscommunication.
Yeah. So why do you think they
through
don't?
no communication?
because that has happened to me a lot. I mean, and I'm talking. That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
with the
You
women.
can only
I'm-
talk about
Is it,
yourself.
Yeah.
is it still happening with you, Raunak? Or should we be concerned?
it's not. Look,
we can do something about it. Like, just tell us.
no. So I've, as you know, I'm engaged. But my first year or first 1.5 year of dating,
Yeah.
it was more of me telling
Your current fiance.
my current
Yeah.
fiance, telling her like, look, I felt like I communicated more by telling like I have this issue. Like, you know, if I would have
Yeah.
an issue, I would tell, and she would not tell I have these issues
Yeah.
till there is a fight. And now when that fight comes, which is after 2 months, you're like, 2 months ago you told me.
Of course. Yeah. Well,
There
that's
is-
all.
Can I play devil's advocate to this?
Yeah.
So, don't you... Okay, I know that at that time a lot was going on. Is it true in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if a person is telling you, let's say you had 10 problems, all right? And you've listed down that I have this problem 1 till problem 10. Now, don't you think the other person is going to be like, I don't think I should tell my problem that because it will become the
It's
11th
possible.
problem for you.
See,
So
maybe
it's
it is.
just the
But-
result of the consequence.
No,
Like, it's just how it is, man. Like,
It
kabhi
sucks
hota
that
hai.
the women don't get to jump into this
Yeah.
conversation.
What
I'm
I
sure
would-
they're sitting
I-
there going.
No, I would love it. Like, you know,
Give me that fucking mic.
no, because the thing is, I
Do
don't.
your own fucking podcast.
Yeah,
Is that
do it,
okay?
man, do it. We're coming. We're coming and they're coming.
I feel like, look, if I have a problem with the Naz, I will tell her, like that time itself. And it was like that before. And I would also, like, again, the whole expectation comes. Like, I'm telling you my problem at that time.
Yeah.
And it has happened even with my sisters and like this thing. Because
Sure. Same here.
it's
sisters.
like, I have 2 elder sisters. So yeah. So the thing is, it has happened to me like this thing where I've told them, look, I have this issue with you right now. Like, I didn't like it when you do this or whatever. I didn't like it when you did that.
Yeah.
Like the same day. And
do you think you have the tact to communicate in these situations?
in like what sense?
Maybe
like,
you're saying something in a
Maybe,
way which
yeah,
is a reactive
Because
way,
we
and
don't
I'm
know
just being like,
how.
okay, I don't wanna tell you
Not all of
anything.
us have the right.
You must be a good talker, but probably there's a slight something with the listening aspect of it.
maybe I'm communicating wrong. Maybe that could also be.
Maybe you're like oversharing.
It's
bro.
possible.
Look,
maybe
I'm not.
this is a
But
result.
obviously, but what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to beat yourself up about it.
I see. Look, if I have an issue, I tell you. Like maybe I'm not saying it at the right way. Maybe I have to. Maybe little.
We probably
bit,
aren't.
You're probably oversharing. Is that possible? Like some of the problems you probably don't need to list down.
No, look, it's. I don't do. Like I
Oversharing.
said, I don't.
Oversharing is an interesting subject.
Look, I overshare by the way a lot.
Hence, you're fucking facing this problem, bro. So,
look.
please.
No, look, I
Your
don't.
therapy
Case
session is
closed.
done.
No, I don't list 10 problems at a time.
Right.
Whenever I have an issue at that specific moment, I say it. This specific moment.
But are you patient enough to ride the problem out, or you just get pissed?
I used to get pissed. Now I'm more of like little bit calm. Like
Okay, so as a result of that, are you facing lesser moments like these? Miscommunicating moments?
I don't want to put my fiance under the bus, but
No, but are you
that's-
facing like lesser since your patience has increased? Are you facing lesser issues?
I would say these things.
No,
Like,
I
it
would.
wouldn't be you putting her.
See,
throwing
the
her
thing
under
is, look, it's not like I said. It's not just with her. It's with my thing. So the thing is, if I say something,
sisters.
You know what I mean?
But if you have
course.
become
Like-
more patient, that means you have like more allowance towards like shit that's gonna happen. When you know that there is something gonna happen, then why are you going ahead, like again and again like a fucking idiot?
habit.
Yeah.
no, like what
You're
do
a
you mean?
creature
Like,
of habit as well, right? Like you
no,
know it's
what,
gonna
what
happen.
do you mean? Like when I say all this, like when I say, look, I'm not gonna stop telling people when I have a problem.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
that-
expect to have these things.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I'm not gonna say like, I mean, obviously, if I don't want you to come back to me and say, look, 2 months ago you also did this. You understand? That's my whole thing. My whole
Okay,
thing
you
is
don't
not
want
like
the callbacks.
Yeah, I don't want the call back. The thing is, you tell me that. That's my whole point. If you had a problem with me 2 months ago,
That's never happening.
tell me
That's not going to happen.
that time itself.
That's
That's my whole thing when I've been communicating.
I'm 16 years older than you. Let me tell you, that's not going to happen.
See, that's the thing.
Okay,
Like,
so just now that you know it's not gonna happen, then just expect it to happen and find another way to deal with it.
What do we expect from conversations? I've learned to expect a certain way. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I get it wrong.
so I expect, like, I don't expect. I just like, look, I say my problem, and then I'm like,
Maybe you're oversharing.
what do you mean? How can I?
Is that a
overshare?
bad thing?
Wait, oversharing with whom?
See, the thing is that if you, according to me, this is all according to me, if you want to say everything and you're talking to just one person who is not your therapist, by the way, all right, and you're telling everything to that person, don't you think that you're overloading that person with all of your shit, which like puts them down to not be able to say what they want to say?
It depends on how they react.
And it
to
only comes out in
They have to
rage
then
in a
communicate.
fight. Do you get it?
The thing is, I don't think I like that in that aspect. I don't like overshare.
So
and all.
you're saying you don't bombard them.
Yeah, I don't bombard
You
them.
don't selfishly bombard them and don't
Yeah.
don't just. It's the communication isn't just going this way and not coming this
Yes.
way.
So why don't you? If
But
you
does it
feel-
come this way?
No, that's the thing. So when I
why
say
don't you
something,
make a conscious effort to go and
look,
ask, is everything okay?
So then
what
that's
happened?
where our
Like,
effort is required to create that safe space for our partner to be able to share. And it's our job to find out how to create that space and when. And we should know, we're old enough to know कि भाई ये तो होगा. So that's our effort.
yeah, you.
Yeah.
If it's happened to you 20 times, you already know the pattern.
You see the
Now
patterns.
you break the pattern. How will you get around the pattern? Or it's a pattern, and only you will know how to do it because you're the one facing it.
wow, am I the one facing? Yeah, I am the one facing it.
Yeah,
but
it's your story, buddy. Like this is how it
exactly.
works.
Yeah, I don't
and,
think you can-
and you're not the only one who faces this, by the way. It happens
every
with
single-
every fucking one, bro. Every fucking
Patterns.
one.
You and me and the other 8 billion people on this planet.
It happens with everyone, bro. It's just that you have to be like aware enough to see it coming. That's it. Dekho मालूम है कुछ होने वाला है. Then just get around it, bro. And you know at that time you'll get pissed also. That is also true. Like sometimes I can see myself at this time I'm gonna get pissed because this is gonna happen. Like because the same thing has happened so many times.
What do you think? अभी बहुत बात हो गई सबकी अभी तक.
What do you
What do you think when I say be okay to lose? Just lose. Not lose as in कि हाँ ठीक है actually lose in a relationship की बात या लड़ाई या वो. What's your opinion on
My opinion.
lose? Give the other person the benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt, though, genuinely. Not just lose to get away from the situation and diffuse the situation, but actually lose.
That happens to me a lot when I'm in my, they call it the reactive mode. So it depends on my state of mind at the time as well.
Yeah.
But in general, if you're asking me, how do I put it across?
You don't want to lose.
I'm okay to lose, and it's fine. Like there's probably something that I am not seeing, and the other person, whoever it might be, has seen it from a different perspective. तो हर एक का अलग perspective है, and if I've not had a bad day or
But that's not their fault if you've had a bad day.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm accepting that. Like in few moments I react and I lose my shit. But the aim is to not do that, and I'm working on it. So yeah, I'm doing meditations here and there. So I'm a calm person in general, but there are
Yes, you are.
moments where I lose my shit. Because there's so long you've
Have you
been
ever
calm.
seen him lose his shit? Lose his shit. Shit.
Wait, are we counting the time when he's drunk? Because he loses shit all the time. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Raaghav fights with.
Acha, he's a drunk fighter.
Oh
Did
yeah.
he
I
Like
don't.
that,
No, but I don't like. If I get drunk,
like
I
bouncers
very
and stuff.
few times. This
Not
only in house
fight.
parties this used to happen. Right?
Not
Like if you
fight.
leave me
Oh,
the
so you
fuck.
pick a fight.
Yeah.
No, the thing is.
When he said that, I was thinking maybe bouncer or bar
no,
mein
no.
taxi wala.
No.
or-
I don't get into physical. I never
Not
got into
physical
physical
altercation,
fights. Like verbal arguments.
Yeah.
Because I am trying to say something and someone else is basically going against my point of view. So then I'll start speaking in a more egoistic manner,
Yeah.
like
Do you like it when you do that?
attitude, huh?
Do you like it when you do
I fucking hated it, bro. That's why I quit
Right.
drinking. Like that ego boost is not required. Like that's alcohol. Alcohol is a fucking depressant.
that? Yeah.
And
Enhancer. Whatever the mood is.
yeah, whatever. It's a depressant.
Yeah,
It's a medical depressant.
Yeah.
Hence, I was like, why the fuck should I go into that state? When I'm seeing a pattern, I'm getting drunk, I'm going, and again I'm getting drunk. Again I'm fighting. Again I'm fighting. Again, like something is ticking me off, and I'm not able to keep my shit together.
Yeah.
So you lose control, and boom, boom, boom. You get into a verbal argument, and then you piss the other person off. I used to like nip at people, like, tell me this. And it's annoying. I get it. I got it. I understood it. And I was like, okay, that's it. I'm good.
So that's it. Like this is like a marked change that has happened in your personality.
Lots of marked change that happened. Call me on your podcast. Make me sit on that side, and I'll tell you my full fucking story.
No,
bro.
but the thing is,
It's fun.
I bet.
I feel like even alcohol, even for me, I was like a guy who would get pissed off after getting drunk.
We both were like...
We both were like...
That's how it was. Like something happened. I've been drinking in his house and I've broken a glass because I got pissed and I like rushed home. Raunak is like, bro, get the fuck out of my house. You know how the fucking shit gets like dirty. Like that's all. Like.
But what I like is like the next day everything is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the friendship.
That's the friendship.
Because you know that was the drunk you. And I broke the glass in his house. I fucking pushed him, and he's like, "Want me to get the fuck out?" His sister is coming, and like, "What happened, guys? This, that." No one wants to see a fight, right?
Yeah.
Especially between people like who are so fucking close. Like every day we are together 24/7, XYZ. And the next day I wake up and I'm like, "Yo, what's happening?"
Yeah, let's meet up.
All
You
good,
know,
let's meet up. Let's do this. Like that's it, man. Like in the moment, ho gaya, and it's past.
So that's the thing. A lot of fights.
A lot of fights. A lot of like fun fights. Like now you can sit and like fucking laugh about it, like just to see how dumb you were at that point. But that's a great experience as well. Like all of these experiences, when you accumulate all of them, I saw it from like a third person's point of view, a watcher point of view. And I'm just saying like, kya ho raha hai? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, when I'm looking this weekend, then the alternate weekend, then the alternate weekend, it's a mess. Clean it up.
That's the thing. Like,
Love it.
I used to like. I remember like we've got into many fights. I've stopped drinking, and I've had reasons why I've stopped drinking. Not only because I was pissed, because I was on medication as well, guys.
Medicated.
I was on antidepressants and everything, anti-anxiety pills and everything. So, I mean, obviously can't drink with that. So that's one of the reasons that I stopped drinking. But many of this was also because I used to fight not only with these guys. These guys were fine. But I would fight with my fiance as well.
Yeah.
After getting drunk.
Yeah.
And I would...
Did you like go crazy on her and shit?
To the point where I have said the worst thing. I am surprised.
She's still with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all are.
I am super surprised. Like, the amount of patience she has as a person. I was, like, hats off to that, because I cannot, like... If I were in her place, I'd be like, bro, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Especially when there's alcohol involved.
But
what kind of fights did you have?
You remember? I don't know if Raaghav remembers this, because Raaghav actually did answer. Like, so what happened was once. I want to say it on the podcast. I'm very sorry. I usually don't talk like this.
Just say,
so the thing is, so once we were drunk, okay, and we were drinking in a friend's house, and a friend of mine. We were all in a friend's house, and Tanaz was there as well. And I don't know, something she said pissed me off. I don't even remember what it was. It was that long ago.
Yeah.
And you know what the first words out of my mouth? It was like, Teri auqaat kya hai?
My God, this guy is like such a dirty motherfucker. Like,
you know what I mean?
You get drunk.
That's the reason. That's why I said, guys, it's, I'm sorry, I don't do that like that. You know what I mean? Which...
Raunak is a king, bro. Ghar mein iska naam Raja hai. So first thing is, no one is above a Raja, right? If you're a king, no one's above you. Teri auqaat kya hoegi uske samne?
No, nothing like that. Okay, I apologize and I did everything, but look, that happened. Okay, and guess what she did? She got pissed off as fuck. Then she went to Raaghav, and she's like, dude, this is what he told me. He's like, Teri auqaat kya hai? You know what Raaghav told her? He's like, tu usse pooch, uski auqaat kya hai? Then she came back to me. She's like, Teri auqaat kya hai? You know what I mean? I was like,
Kya auqaat hai, bro?
I was like,
what is auqaat even?
You know what I mean?
So pura jaan uske aage. Haan, theek hai.
But look, drunk or not, that was not an excuse to tell her that. You know what I mean? And I apologized to her after that. And I was, because in my head, I told you, like, if someone would have told that to me, I would be like, bye. You know what I mean? For the fact, like, and this is like one of the moments. I'm talking about, there are a lot of moments.
So why do you think she stuck around? Don't say love.
I asked her that. I actually
only one person to love, right? That's your answer. Her answer is she only can love one person.
No, I actually asked her that. I did not get a proper response from it. Her response was love. So I was like...
Which is, you can't just write that off.
Yeah.
Because of course, like...
Look, I have been in the worst of my life. Like, I mean, obviously I've not lived my full life, so I cannot tell you right now. Till now, I've had like the worst times.
Ups and downs. And,
yeah, but my worst times were also when it was nothing related to her. Like, you know, like my dad had passed away that time, and that was a very traumatic thing for me.
Yeah.
Hence why I was on antidepressants and everything, because he had died right in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
So
I know how that feels,
you know, the thing is, when you cannot save a person, like, you know, when you try your best and still nothing happens, and in your head you're just like, shit, I could have done something more. You know,
I could have done something more.
You're just gonna beat yourself up on it.
Yeah, and it happened. Look, it happened for a year, and it happened like 1-2 years. I was just, I don't know if these guys remember or something. I was in my house. I wouldn't get out of my house. I wouldn't do shit. Tanaz would come to my house, and you know, she's like, everything is good. And
there was a time where we used to call him 5, 6, 7 days, and we used to be like, bro, niche aaja. We'll take you out for a drive. Yeah. We'll take you here, shawarma. We'll just hang out, you know, chai ke liye.
Nope.
No, bro, I don't think I want to come.
I didn't want to come.
Now, when was this? 5 years ago?
No, it was, 2018.
2018. Why do you now think you did that?
What, like?
Now, in retrospect, why do you think you were that way? Like in the beginning of this conversation, I was talking about why I now think I was that way, what changed, like freedom wali baat yo. So why do
Looking
you
back
now
at
think
it, like,
कि उस वक्त ये हो रहा था? Were you?
I don't know, like, to be honest, why I was thinking like that. Like,
it's a thinker, man.
you know what I mean? Like, I had so many, like, because when my dad had passed away, like, before that also, like, I'll be honest with you, I was a spoiled kid.
Please be honest.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm rich spoiled. I was rich
What are you
spoiled.
doing all
feel
this
free
while?
to be
Rich,
honest.
rich
Come on.
spoiled kid.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right. I was always protected.
Say
You know, and I was
That's fine.
pampered.
That's fine.
by-
I get it.
Raunak was the youngest in the family.
Youngest, and I was pampered.
Rich kid. He has 5-6 cars at
You know what I
home.
mean?
It's a
my
baller
life was good.
So do you
used to
think
live-
that has something to do with it?
Yeah.
So when you went into that situation,
So obviously, when my life changed
Yeah.
after that whole situation happened, and that's the reason I used to have this whole, command attitude kind of thing, especially, and it used to come out a lot
sure.
when I used to drink. But when, when you see the other side, when my dad passed away, my whole life changed.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, everything had gone, and we had to move. We had to move into a smaller house. Everything that was fine. I started my business. To be honest, failed.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when I realized, look, at that time I was super protected, and I didn't value things the way I value things
Of
now.
course. That's a real thing.
That's
That's
the
your
thing.
learning, man.
Yeah, and that's when I was that's when I started things that changed for me so much, and I'm super happy that the 7 or 8 friends of mine and my girlfriend and at that time girlfriend and this thing, my
Your
mom,
circle.
my
Yeah.
siblings and
Your
everyone.
inner circle.
My inner circle were there, and they were they helped me out. The thing is, again, I'm talking these 2018, 2019 and this starting of COVID and all, that's when I was, I thought I lost all my friends, the way I was, because the thing is, my friends, my family, because the thing is,
Did you need them?
I needed them, but
I don't think you were willing to receive only at that time.
I was not willing
You
to
were just
receive it.
you just shut
I
yourself down.
shut everybody down.
I think that happened for 3 years, by the way.
I shut
That's a
literally.
That's a fucking long
Yeah,
time.
I shut everybody down. My family, my mom had to go back to India. My sister went back to India. My other sister is married over here, so she's staying here. But she moved houses, so she's staying somewhere else. So I'm alone in this house. And I had a business which I never used to go to work. Okay, I started the business out of the whole. It was printing business. So obviously my dad had printing things. So he had a lot of loans and everything.
Okay.
So in order to avoid all that, just open a new company.
Yeah.
Take all the clients over there.
ठीक है.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
But I stopped catering to my clients. I stopped going. They used to call me. They're like, "Oh, do this and all." I stopped everything.
काम आ रहा था, but again, he was in that state where he's not willing to. He doesn't feel like doing anything.
Anything. That's the thing. And the thing is, I've been told by people bro, you don't care about your family. You don't want to provide for them. That you're not doing all this.
My question is, do you still beat yourself up about that person?
Yes.
So that's what you have to work on.
Yes. The thing
why
is, I'm
don't-
working
why-
on it.
But why can't you look at it as in a perspective where, look at it from the side, all right? From my point of view, okay? Something happened, all right? You were affected by it, but you came back. Look at yourself now in the mirror, man.
No, the thing is,
you're
look-
fucking killing it right now, and you're only able to kill it right now because of those 3 years.
Plus also because of who you actually are from inside.
Who you've become through that experience, right?
I have because the thing is, it took me 3 years.
No one's counting.
Yeah, look, it
You're
took
still
me
only 29.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to realize, look, there is a problem with me. I'm suffering from
ये
something.
भी होता है when people realize, okay, this is a problem. I have
Yeah.
to see someone.
I have to.
He literally reached the edge where you were rock bottom and you have to get up somehow.
I was at a point.
Push,
I
you
don't want
pull,
to I
whatever.
don't know if it's okay to say in a podcast or not.
Everything's
I was suicidal
Sure.
at one point. I was thinking of ending everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to. Since let's keep it podcast friendly. Unalive myself.
I never heard that.
That's the thing, because if you say that other word, your reels and all might not. But that's another story. So that's what happened, and I was I need help. And that's when I reached out.
You started receiving, right?
And that's when I reached out to all my friends. Like all my friends, then I reached out to my family, to my mom, to everybody.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's when I reached out after 3 years. I'm like, oh, dude, this is not going well for me.
Yeah.
And I reached out to everyone and I called them all. First I spoke to my mom, my sisters and all. They're like, come to India. That's what they said. Come to India.
शादी करा दो सही हो जाएगा.
They're like,
Shadi was also there. No,
they're like,
the girlfriend is already there.
yeah, so they're like, kuch
Shadi karo.
Like, we will see. And I was like, okay. So I called all my friends. I'm like, guys,
Camel piss.
I'm back. I'm back.
no, guys, I'm going to India. Okay. Now I went over there, and obviously everybody. One of my friends was super pissed off, and rightfully so. Not because he was like, why the fuck are you depressed? He was pissed because he couldn't do anything about it at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he was like, shit.
Yeah. You're watching your friend go through something and you can't do.
Yeah. So
it's hectic. Like just to be on the other side also is like a.
He was like, you don't need to go to India. It's okay. We'll handle it over here.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, calm down. I need to go.
Yeah.
You know, so I ended up going to India. Now my first thing was I'm not going to take any medication. I was like, you know what? I'll go for therapy and I'll speak it out or whatever it is. I don't know how it works. So I went for therapy. To be honest, and that time when COVID started, you can't even go meet doctors. Now it was all online. So I have Zoom call with the therapist and everything. I used to have it, but the thing is, it was not.
Were you in it? Were you tuned in?
I was a bit tuned in.
Were you accountable is what I'm trying to say.
Not in the starting of that therapy. So I don't know if it was the therapist or it was just me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's me. Okay, it's probably me.
Yeah.
So I went and I spoke and I was like, kuch nahi ho raha hai. So I was like, you know what, let's go to a psychiatrist. And I was like first against it, you know.
Because the psychiatrist is going to prescribe you meds, right?
Yeah, and I don't want meds.
So if you're going to a therapist, you don't get meds.
Yeah. So I was like, nahi, mujhe medication nahi chahiye. I don't need medication and all that. But I went over there anyways. My mom was like, you know, let's go. Forced me to kind of. But I was like, okay, whatever, let's go. I went over there. Now they gave me this. So the thing is, it's a hit or a miss medication. You know what I mean? They keep changing medications for you every.
With the dose as
well.
well.
Not even the dose. The whole medication, like, you know. So it's like.
Which doesn't make it wrong. It's just that.
It's just
It takes time.
So the thing is, no. They look at it for 2 weeks. It's not something is not happening, and they'll change the medication or increase the dose.
So it takes.
What are the side effects? Side effects also.
Yeah. So
there,
now,
right?
I'll get into that, side effects and all. Like, so now I started taking these medications. Okay, I was on it, and first 2 weeks were the worst. You know what I mean? Like, it's the worst medication ever.
Yeah.
Right? I went to the doctor. I'm like, nothing is happening. I still feel the same. You know, I cannot, like, this thing. I don't have energy. I don't have anything. The next medication he gave me was even worse. That straight up numbed my whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I was numb to everything. Anybody was saying anything, I'm like, whatever. It didn't. Wow. It did not affect me at all. It's just like, you know, people are like saying everything will be all right, and I'm just like, kuch nahi ho raha. It's not computing. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a blur.
Yeah, it's all a blur. Literally, those like when I started medication, first 5 months of it was super blurred. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, kya koi kuch bol raha hai? Mujhe, I'm not understanding anything. Okay, they're like, oh, it'll become good. How are you feeling now? I don't know how I'm feeling. Because literally, I did not know.
Because you're not feeling anything.
Because I'm not feeling anything. That's the thing. I wasn't feeling anything.
It just numbs your emotions. Right?
It literally numbs your emotions. And
how did you get out of it?
So after that, I went to Bombay because I was in Himachal. So I went to Bombay. Shout out to my bua and all. Like, they're the best. They also like my reels and all. So I love so my cousin, my bua and all, everything there. And they took me to another therapist and another psychiatrist. Another psychiatrist prescribed me something totally different. So the thing is, look, each of them, first they say you're depressed, then they're saying you're not depressed, you have ADHD and all that. Like, you know, it's not like one thing. It's all different things. Because the thing is the first medicines, they numbed me out so much whenever they used to ask me something, and I'm the type of guy who zones out. So I was zoning out. So they're like, why are you zoning out while talking? And I'm like, I don't know. that's
Is
me.
it a side effect of the medication?
I don't. That's the
Or
thing.
that's
I
what it
didn't know.
does?
Still
like,
don't know.
Still didn't know like what it was. I assumed it was. I was super blurry. Like you know what I mean. Like everything was like yeah. You know what I mean. I just wanted to say yes, 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 and get over with things. And then he's like, you know what? We'll prescribe you different medicines. Okay, different medicines. And then I went to another therapist. That time was face to face, so that was okay. So I met her. Things started to change. You know, like I told her a lot of things, and she like obviously said a lot of things back. Spoke to my mom later, you know, like my mom also came all the way to Bombay with me. And then I went to a farm in Panchkani after that. They were like, chal tu kheti karega.
Yeah, you were in the tea plantation, right?
Yeah, and make kombucha and all like.
Bro, he went to a fucking
Instagrammable
retreat,
place.
bro. Retreat.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, my bua, she owns a farmhouse in Panchkani. Went over there, worked over there. You know, like did hard labor and all, which was good, you know, which was
It was like grounding, right? Like,
yeah, so it was
You
like
did like farming shit?
yeah, farming, like removing the weed, make kombucha.
No, that's therapeutic, huh?
Yeah, so I was doing all that. I was like, yeah, to Himachal mein bhi kar sakta tha, but you know.
Actually, why do you fucking need a year, bro?
I don't know why. So I went over
fine.
there.
I will give you that.
Yeah, so I went over there, started doing all that, you know, and then my cousins were also there. These cousins I'm very close to, like out of my family side and all, they're very close to them, and they was like, you know, what the fuck is happening? And you know, let's just do this. You might not feel you don't want to do it maybe, but just like little by little. The good thing is they didn't expect me to do anything. You know what I mean? They were just like, bro.
So that was a self-drive coming out.
Yeah. So it's like you want to do it, you can do it. Look, these things are required. If you want to do it, or else we will do it, or I'll get someone else to do it. No problem.
Like, they supported you like crazy.
Yeah,
Because I remember him while he was there. Slowly, you can just start seeing his messages. And you know how like you read messages in your head? Slowly you can see how his like level is going above, coming back.
You know what I mean?
And you can see it through text, man. If you're that close, you know how,
Because
in
he's
what
engaging
sense is the person is speaking.
So the thing is, that's when I realized one thing. It's, you can take medications, great, right? But you also have to do something with that. It's not just eat medicine and sit at home and ho jayega theek. That's when I realized, like, okay, you take the medicines, but you also do something about it. Like, start doing some little work here and there, you know, do some activity. Lifestyle choices.
That's reminding me of exactly how faith works, by the way.
Yeah.
You need to have faith, but you need to do your part as well.
Nietzsche was a very famous German philosopher, and he said that a casual stroll through the lunatic asylum tells you that faith alone doesn't prove anything.
Interesting.
With faith, you need...
And Bono said religion is all that is wrong with faith.
Wow.
Kiski mane?
Yeah, so that was my thing, and I was just like...
That was crazy, bro.
And then
you explaining this thing.
Then I came back, and I was... That's when, like, oh...
So I can clearly see what happened. So you were brought up in a nice provided household. There was sufficient amount of entitlement going on. So when...
I would agree to that.
Right? So, and I mean, that happens. That's fine. So when the head of the family, the whole thing, the anchor disappeared, you took your time in getting out of that situation, and then add alcohol to it. So but the main thing is, and that's the real pandemic in this world. We beat ourselves up for shit a lot. That's the real problem. We judge ourselves too much in every situation. Stuff that you did 10 years ago, you did your best based on what you knew then. It has nothing to do with what you can do tomorrow and day after. Aage. Whatever you did.
But is there even a point of looking back at things? Is there?
To learn from things, I feel like...
I mean, you've already crossed it. You've already done it. And you've already learned it.
If there's a mistake, if you think back about your mistakes, then you have to make sure you don't repeat.
But don't you learn it after you've done it?
I
you
think
instantly realize that fuck me though.
There's a lot of things that I did, so bad things that I did.
What is a bad thing? Bitching on someone or hitting someone.
Hitting someone.
Okay.
So bad things that I did at different points in my in the current stage of my life, I would think that I'm better than that. But then there would come a point in a certain instant, I would say, oh shit, I'm the same guy. Control yourself. Oh, I'm that guy. So no, I haven't. So I think it's a
journey.
It's a lifelong thing. It's like an all-time thing.
What were you doing in Dublin?
College.
How was that? You told me about it a little bit.
How was that?
College.
How do you like?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do in
I was in
college?
Karachi, and then this college in Dublin had an outreach campus in Karachi,
Nice.
and my Abba
Exchange
said,
program?
no,
Was it
just go
you
there
just
and
went there?
study.
How many years?
3 years.
What do you do?
Business management,
Nice.
whatever that was.
Society.
So when I came back, when I came back from Dublin, my younger cousins were getting up. वो बड़े हो रहे थे उनके. So they were like, Asad bhai, what was your major in Dublin? I said, major failure, major disaster. Major failure, major disaster. But no, but Dublin was such an experience. Some of the friends I still have from that time. And 2015, I went back after 12 years, as you know, to see Dublin again. And Ireland is very close to my heart.
You had a good time there?
Of course.
You must have killed it, right?
No, I was still the same guy, same insecure little pre-Asad.
Pre-Asad.
I was still the same guy, but my memories of it are
You have fond memories.
fond memories and
Cool.
and good time, good learning, good.
Nice. What was your
personal development.
like after Dublin? You went to?
After Dublin, I came here.
You came straight here.
Well, went to Pakistan a few months and then
Okay,
got a
India's
job
closer,
here
yeah.
and then came here and coming here. Then I told you the first night,
Yeah.
York,
Welcome to Dubai.
bachelor life, York. So the first.
What is it? 2005 edition.
And I just didn't know that was going to set the tone
Yeah.
for a while of that kind of lifestyle and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. But that's the only escape over here, right? Like for a normal person, like for an everyday person.
Is it
what do
though?
you do? What do you do?
काश इंटरनेट होता यार उस ज़माने में at the scale that it is now,
Yeah.
right? Internet it just changes everything. I was just saying to someone the other day 10 years ago, so the time before 10 years, pura time, all
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
If you and we had a good, thoughtful, something to say, a thought or something that's profound, it was either confined to either our diary, if we wrote one, and most of us didn't, or our head, or if we got published in a magazine, or if we were on the radio, and that's never happened. So the good thoughts that you and I, normal people, we had, nobody ever got to know, right? The only people whose thoughts we got to know, Mark Twain,
Yeah. The ones who
because
could
they-
afford to
they
get their thoughts
afford
out.
to or somehow, and who knows kitni degree tak that's. So up until, that's why I say that this is the best time, such an amazing time to be alive, because communication is so accessible.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if there's a, I don't want to say, if I'm in a complex situation, whether it's relationships or anything, I Google it. So I Google it. So I was in this relationship and this person I thought, she said that I am high maintenance.
Okay.
And I said, you're not high maintenance, you're high standard. इसमें फर्क है. You should.
What is the difference?
I don't think I've fully understood it. But okay. High standards is somebody who wants good or best or things like that, wants things at a certain level. High maintenance has to do with entitlement.
I thought high standard would be like entitlement.
No, the standard is कि हाँ, I want the best. I want the person with the
This
best
want is the
job.
biggest fucking problem. by the way.
Want.
Yeah.
High maintenance is someone who maybe thinks that I deserve someone with the best job, with the best car, with the best lifestyle.
Raunak.
I think that's
Someone needs Raunak.
so.
Best guy.
So even those things, I Google it, and then when you Google things, you find out that 500,000 other people have the same problem. Right?
Go to Quora or something. Like
Right?
That. Yeah.
Quora ही आता है ना सबसे पहला
पहले वही आता है.
So you realize, so first of all, you realize you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Which most of us in many situations, मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है?
That's the point of this podcast, by the way. Like, if someone watches this, someone sees what the fuck he just said.
Yeah.
They know that they're not the only ones going through the same thing.
And in a lot of situations, we think, why is this happening to me?
मेरे साथ ही होता है.
हाँ, मेरे साथ तो हमेशा यही होता है.
Like a Balotelli. Why always?
You know? But this solution is only possible now. It wasn't possible 10 years ago because our thoughts and
you were confined to let's say people who you have access to like physically.
Physically you have access to, or
I think it would have increased.
Friend you trust, or elder family member or some. Wahin say you could get it, or.
But that's really cool. Internet can give you that reach to speak. Like if I'm sitting here, someone in India is watching my podcast.
Yeah.
Someone in India is watching us. Someone in UK is watching us. Someone in fucking South America is watching us. You never know. Like it reaches
From
anywhere.
a business point of view, somebody's watching right now on this podcast, or if we weren't, whatever. Somebody's watching some dumb video of mine on Instagram and
it's
saying,
not dumb. Come on.
It's not
but
dumb.
my point is, and saying somebody's watching something right now and saying, "Hi, when I'm ready for content creation, I'm going to call this guy." So I'm reaching people right now that I wouldn't.
If anyone wants to create any content, Asad creates it for you.
Yeah, but you do preach about making content. You and with Zohaib and everyone, I understand it's super important, just not in the aspect of just business, but just to put your thoughts out and all. When did you think of it? When did it come to your realization? Yes, this is the way now. You should make content, and that's how it's supposed to be.
When I started the business, this video thing, I started with when I left the bank key job.
Did you have
and
any
everything.
Background in all of this?
No, nothing.
Or you just
None.
went
Zero.
on the go?
Zero.
Wow, bro.
That's
I think.
That takes guts.
Wow, that's fucking
leaving everything.
mad, bro. That's
No, so that's why I laid so much emphasis on that 1 year. You know, that must have been it. So went traveling and made my first travel video on the 5S.
Nice.
And I realized, I have it.
You have a knack for it.
I have a knack for it. And then I watched real estate stuff from Australia and America ka agents ka with listing videos.
I wanted to ask you about this once you're done.
Yeah, listing videos and all. I said, I can do it, and if I can do it, then people will pay money for it. So this could be a viable thing. So then I got into, and then contacted agents. The first agent, his name is Liam Jeffrey. So he will, वो अपने Instagram पे यूं करके video with zero production value अपने apartment में देख के he would give market updates. English guy. Market updates. So मैंने
Sitting at home.
Sitting at home after work. Record the buyer. So today, we sold in Dubai. This much was sold. This.
Yeah.
Liam Jeffrey, you know. So I contacted him. I said, "Hey, I do this. Can I make a couple of videos for you? Free, of course, because because why would
why would incentive to come and be in contact?
Plus, I'm getting content. I need to build portfolio. To then show other people.
Fuck.
तो उसके साथ किया आज उसके साथ किया and then did it with another one, and then they posted and then I posted, and then other people saw, now he's with him, now he's with them, now he's with that, now he's with that company. So just that, so that was building. And then I was at this company, this real estate FAM के office में, and this guy who followed me, a senior agent, I went and I said, hey, क्या नाम है उसका, Phil. I said, hey, and he recognized me. He said, it's nice to put a face to the, right? So he said, it's nice, finally you've put a face to, because up tak
so your
they were
name
watching,
was floating around.
So up tak they were watching the talent, listing video, whatever. But I thought, face, meaning I need to be there.
Yeah. Give someone something to describe you or
I
look
need
at
the
you
people to come to me, not my talent or skill or whatever it is.
You're the attraction.
That's gonna work because cool. So and it's so important. And at this one point during COVID, I was just when COVID started, I was working with 4 clients, and 3 of them backed out because, of course, everything's uncertain. There's like one guy said, but I was having a conversation with someone, and this guy, a friend of mine, he said, his name is Nadir Sabri. He said, why don't you have you made all these friends in the industry, why don't you do Zoom podcast or a conversation with them, record it,
and upload it,
and then make content out of it, right? Just have Zoom calls and
just record them.
Just
right?
record the conversation, and then I was like, wow, yeah, that single-handedly kept me alive in the view of
the industry.
He hasn't faded, because everyone's faded, right?
Everyone needs, in this sort of a thing, you need to be seen and you need to be out there.
Exactly.
And if you're not, then you're just like another name.
You're just another name, or just someone, like, what are you going to say? Hello, I make videos.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck you.
Right?
Down.
No,
that's crazy. But why only real estate? I've seen you have guests of... Mostly it's
real
estate, right?
Mostly it's real estate.
But why stick to only real estate?
I think I should just go narrow and deep into one thing.
Okay.
I can make a wedding video, but I don't want to make a wedding video. Okay. I can go do some kind. I'm sure I can. It's after some thoda seekhna, I can get into some kind of fashion.
You've done all of this, man. This is
Asad.Creates, by the way.
This is him. He does everything for us.
Yeah.
Please contact him. Link in bio as well.
So I thought that just go, stick to one thing. There's enough people. There's enough business.
There's 8 billion.
If I do it right, then there's enough.
There's enough business. There's enough money in anything.
And another thing about social media, I lose clients and potentials every single day. People talk to me. Everyone gets excited. Oh, I want to talk to you. And then baat hoti hai, and then they disappear. I write these long...
It's probably they're speaking to like other people as well.
Probably not. No? They just can't. They know that after talking to me, they're like, oh shit, like kaam karna padega. Like content banane ke liye, it's going to be hard work.
Interesting.
I'm not just because I'm not, when I talk to people, I don't just say, oh, I'll do what you tell me to do. No, I'll tell you what to do.
Please tell
I
me
know more. I know more about what you need to do than you. As far as social media is concerned.
Okay, that's your major.
Like that's how I approach it. So I lose clients, potentials every single, like in real estate. You guys in real estate agents are more concerned about losing money than they are about earning money. Her call is potentially 40,000 dirhams walking away. Every single call is 50,000, 60,000 dirhams in your pocket, disappearing. Isn't it?
So do you also feel like that?
Yeah, of course he does.
Of course.
You look at every person as a number, is it?
Not a number. Look, that's too much. Like, it's not like a number.
No, like, okay, fine, that person is associated.
For business. It's potential for business. No, business earning. But I would rather you not put it that way. Oh, you just see people as numbers. Yeah. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, that person is worth 40,000 bucks
no, it's
to you,
okay.
Right?
It's not about worth. Because I build relations with them. You know what I mean? It's not just I look at him as a number or something. Yeah. I go meet him, and
you have to form a relationship.
Of course,
and you have to. Okay, I mean, I've been an agent as well, by the way, 4 years.
So you were an agent and a content creator?
No. 2010, I left the banking world to become a real estate agent because I was in collections and recoveries in Barclays. And one of the clients, Pakistani guy, 52-year-old, then he's died recently. He said, "Yaar, Asad, kya kar rahe ho?" Because I used to manage his collection ke bhai wo disse paise us wali property ke paas. यार असद क्या कर रहे हैं आप ये एक जॉब में यार कॉल सेंटर टाइप की आए मेरे साथ काम करें बिकॉज you can talk and you इसी तरह बात करते तो I jumped and I went over there and that went well. उस वक्त 6 million पे जुमैरा आनंद की प्रॉपर्टी 6 million की होती थी and I used to look after जुमैरा आनंद. अब तो बहुत ज़्यादा. तो क्या कहते हैं so and then 2014 market started going down. We were just not prepared. I wasn't prepared because we were only doing resale of secondary market villas. So no rentals, like no apartments, no off plan, nothing.
Okay.
Or market change hui to I was just not prepared. Stock nahi. तो उस वक्त फिर I went back to CBD commercial market Dubai. And then 2017 I left that to do this, to do the content creation.
Crazy, man.
It is.
So
It's
that's
quite a,
Have you had more than one what the fuck is happening moments?
I suppose.
You should, right? You think so?
Nahi, now I say कि हाँ बस for that
Yeah.
1 year period.
Just 1 year.
हाँ.
Okay.
I think so.
Fair. But there was like
Because after that I've been very.
think about it this way, right? You went Pakistan, and then you went to like a completely different culture and a society in Ireland, and then you're going back to Pakistan, and for a few months, whatever it is, and then you've come to Dubai. So in a span of let's say 9 months, 1 year, you have crossed 3 different cultures. Don't you think you went through like a period where
No, bro. Like I was 23, so at 23,
like मैं यहाँ जा
24,
रहा हूँ वहाँ जा रहा हूँ I don't have a place.
It's a good thing that I didn't judge myself about that.
Okay.
It was just adventure, right? At
You
that
enjoyed
age,
it.
23, 24, it was adventure. So
Nice. And what did your parents think about you coming to Dubai?
But they're like, okay.
I guess they were okay with it.
Okay, you don't give a fuck about it.
I don't know. I don't know what they thought
I
of
don't
that.
know because parents are usually like the ones.
I'm the only son.
Okay, so you're the treasure.
I suppose I have a twin sister
Hey,
and an elder. So
nice.
God knows उसका उन लोगों पे क्या impact होता. I think
Possible,
on my twin,
Yeah.
this would have had a huge impact. कि वो सारी attention.
Yeah, it depends on what your relationship is with each member of the family as well, right? उस
And
हिसाब
then
से
when,
you
it's
will
so interesting,
get,
right? Like before, when your parents are there, all of you are connected through them.
Yeah.
And when they go, and in this case, both of them, so suddenly it's like, when they went, it was like, shit, this vacuum.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, there isn't a relationship
Yeah.
with your sisters.
Crazy.
You realize that. पहले तो वो सब कुछ चलता था. वो my elder was in Singapore, married, the twin was in Karachi. So when the parents went, you're like, shit. Oh, got to build this thing.
Yeah.
तो वो period भी बड़ा tricky होता है.
Interesting, man.
I
Right?
did not.
But
you
have to
would
build a
have gone
relationship.
through
Did
it
you build
to
it
some
from scratch?
You have to. So you're like, okay, so, and that's difficult because
Because you
maybe
had
the
that
other person
age.
doesn't want to do that.
Okay.
So you might have the motivation to tear it all down to build it back up again. The other person might, no. Time
It's a
नहीं है.
one-sided
It's too much
thing then,
right? So you don't know.
Fuck.
So that's why I say everything is a chalti rahega and
You know, I'm on the other side. Like because my family, they all try to communicate like now, like a lot, like call me every time and everything. I'm the one I feel so bad because I'm always busy. Like not always, but most of the time I'm busy. And then I live in India, right?
Yeah.
So I come at like, let's say 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at home. And I call them, they're sleeping. So, you know,
there's only one answer.
You
वो
just-
बातें करते हैं लोग work-life balance.
I don't have work-life
Don't
balance.
look. You have to make the effort.
Do you have a work-life balance? Is
I
it a
don't
good
think
balance?
so, but I don't worry about it. Where the ebbs and flows, like I get told, and then then
So
I
that's
then I
the
fix
answer
it,
is a
and
no.
then I don't, and then I fix it back
So
again.
that's your pattern, right?
That's the pattern.
We caught another one. Please, point to be noted. Patterns.
Wow. So,
But I think we're good.
yeah, we're good to go.
Man, fuck, I'm loving it. मैं तो जा सकता हूँ और 2-3 घंटे.
I know.
But
Out the door, left, and then left again, and then at the end of the corridor, left, you'll find it. This lamp is a nuisance. Good. Maza आया ना?
yeah.
Are you enjoying?
Oh, I loved it.
How is it going? मजे आ रहे हैं?
Good, very interesting. This is something that can go on now.
Yeah, we can go on and on. Just
But-
like casual straight up talk, right?
है ना?
Yeah.
हाँ,
Loving it.
that's how your podcasts have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talk.
talking. कुछ भी बात करो.
But Raghav पे ज़्यादा बातें नहीं हुई.
Raghav is this guy. He wants everybody else to talk.
I
You
want to
think it's a
listen.
tactic?
I want to grasp.
Do you think it's a
It's
tactic?
been a tactic since so many years.
Ooh.
I'm the guy. If you're saying something, I'll be the guy who'll be how and what and why.
You'll be like keep saying.
बोलो और मेरे को
No,
बताओ.
Rag-
So I like to hear.
You've said this before.
Yeah, I like to hear every person's perspective, point of view
हाँ.
on a particular thing, and I want to see how if I'm looking at it in this way, I want to know how it looks from here as well.
Okay, but I don't. But
Do you get it?
do you think you ask enough question. So you're saying you're curious. Super
I am
curious.
curious.
All-time curious. But do you expect other people to be curious about you?
I don't care about that.
You don't care.
Like,
Don't care as a don't give a fuck, or it doesn't bother you, and you're okay if they are. And
all of it is the same to me. Like, I'm concerned with what is in my head and what I want to know from the conversation.
okay,
How the other person sees me
yeah,
is something which I really don't. मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Like,
do you
how
push
do I
it back if?
No, I used to be very like pushy. Like, okay, no, it's not like this. It should be like this only.
Yeah,
Why the fuck should it be like that?
yeah,
It can be any other way also. Anything is possible. Like, I have just put that in my head where anything is possible. There'll be so many things which I'll ask you something on and you'll have a completely opposite view on it. And the reason I want to know that is because I don't know what it looks like from there.
Raaghav पे एक और podcast करनी पड़ेगी. Raaghav is still elusive.
No,
Raaghav
tell me,
अभी भी यहाँ
when
पे
did
है.
this change, bro? When did this change? When was it like this? When did it become for you like, oh, I want to look at other people's view as well?
I want to look at other people's view just to grasp knowledge and just to...
But when did it happen?
I don't really know, man. Like, I changed a lot after I lost like 40, 35 kilos of weight.
Yeah, you got a lot of confidence after that.
I was always confident and then it became over. As the weight went down, okay, Raaghav is like, okay, I can show my face, I can click a photo of my
Throwing
face.
weight around became big.
Yeah. Here, take my 5 kilos. Fuck you. Ye le. Tu bhi le. It was like that way, like straight up.
Achha, so that's it. There's a whole weight loss journey.
No, it
has
just
been the turning point.
I gained confidence because I had broken my leg. I had a ACL tear. I was in bed for 10 months. So, like everything is building up. For 10 months, my mom had to bathe me in my bed. Like, I couldn't get up. I had a cast all the way from... It was the whole leg was had a cast on it. So I couldn't like really bend it or anything. And I had Thanos, my puppy. He was always there. Like, felt like he was like healing it. So that's where it started, where I am on social media throughout. Because मेरे पास और कुछ करने को नहीं है. I don't have much else to do. And I'm just saying, fuck is happening. And then we started this page called NRI Crew, where we used to just post memes all day. We got like, I think, 2.5, 3K followers at the time, just by posting memes. And I'm just sitting in my fucking bed. Then raat mere paas phone hai. I'm fucking screenshotting memes from like 9 gal, giving like random, captions to it. That's it. That was my time pass. I built something and now we've stopped handling the account. And through that account, we made so many friends because it was just memes as posts. But then we used to upload stories of all of our parties. That was the time where, like, we made friends with everyone. All of our friend group became so open where they were like willing to receive anybody. That I don't know how that happened, but it gradually did.
I don't know if
Friends
you remember.
thing is important to you, huh? Large group.
Yeah, we have a group of 6, 7.
Now, yeah, but before. Remember the time? I don't know. You remember once? So what had happened with me was, I had actually gone to a club, and I think Raaghav and Harsh.
Yeah, okay, I remember this.
And I was there, and these guys they wanted to leave early.
Everyone started calling all of us on the stories NRI Crew. Like, we were just known as NRI Crew in and around us.
So I know they were planning to leave early because they were not drinking, and it was in a club, and I was drinking. I go down. I throw my phone in the car because it was my car.
It was your car.
Yeah, and I gave the phone and everything. I'm like, bro, guys, you guys go.
Phone de diya. How the fuck do we get in touch with this guy now?
And I don't know what happened in that party. I don't know what I spoke to, but I remember, I think next week after that, I got a call from someone and said, "You remember the time when we were in the club and you said that you're going to keep a house party
so
next
he
week?"
went to another group of like his known people, not friends really, like, and he's like, "Okay guys, fuck, this is crazy." He's having a baller time over there and he just goes like, "Okay, next weekend it's my house." So he's called about like 15 to 20 people, that whole big group plus our group, and we're having a house party the next weekend. And
the thing is, look, I was thought it was drunk talks, and हो जाता है, you know what I mean? Nobody would catch me on that.
Raja.
Got a call. Come, we're coming to the house. Where is the location? I'm like, for what? They're like the party, and I'm like, oh shit.
Then we get a call on that day, and he's like, bro, do you know that there's a house party in my house today?
Oh, no.
And there's like 15 people coming. Plus, please can you guys?
You're like, of course, बाहर खड़ा हूँ दरवाजा
Yeah,
खोलो.
bro, that was the whole point. देखो छोड़ दिया club में उस दिन. आ गए 15 लोग के साथ.
That was.
Yeah, so like I think for you guys, like having this whole thing and party karna.
Yeah.
That was a phase.
But yeah, I like to hear people. I'm just curious about perspectives and point of views, because there's a lot that to be honest, it's only because I want to increase my awareness, and I feel like that's fucking important.
Yeah.
Like if I can see this much, and if I can hear something from here, I still understand the point.
Are you empathetic towards?
I am
working on it.
I'm not empathetic as much,
As
but
you like to be.
would I like to be empathetic? I think people around me would like me to be empathetic.
Okay.
But personally, I should be a little. I'm very empathetic towards just 3 to 4 people, and all of my empathy goes there. So when it comes to another third person, fourth person, fifth person, I'm not concerned with that. So if I'm not concerned with that, I don't need that baggage.
You don't need that baggage.
That's it. Like,
इस point पे end करते हैं. I don't need baggage.
don't need the baggage, buddy. But I'm going to take it for 1 hour over here.
Love it. Let's do a.
That was a
quite something, huh?
lovely podcast. Wow. Thank you so much, Asad.
Thank you.
Can I like close this now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Asad. And that's Asad.Creates. Please contact him if you need any content that you desire to make. Let him take the lead, and this is what
He
will
knows
happen.
better
He'll
than
come
you.
on the podcast and he'll hang out with you as well.
Yeah, he knows better than you when it comes to social
I just
media,
wanted
guys.
people to like, because I feel like you're a part of our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then suddenly, like in one month,
Yeah.
we're suddenly
And-
on.
Yeah, like I enjoy talking to you after those like 1 hour podcasts, and then we always have that 10-minute conversation with you,
Yeah.
which sometimes is like,
No, you.
why can't I have this guy for an hour?
You guys
And
like
hence you're
bring
here.
good guests, and people. You bring your friends, and they talk, and then I'm always interested in who those people are. Kya hai.
We're starting off at home,
Yeah.
and slowly branching out. That's the plan.
Yeah. So.
Because not everyone is okay to share their story. Like, I didn't get to you before, like the Karachi aspect of it, like how your thing was.
Yeah.
But I'll catch it in the next episode of what else is happening.
What else is happening? That's the
Season
thing.
2. But yeah, thank you so much, Asad. We love you. And bumpy ride.
Awesome.
Thanks guys for watching. Peace out. And I hope you enjoy the content.